All right, today we're diving into something pretty unique in the real estate world, the attorney broker. So, what happens when the person guiding you through a massive property deal is not just a master negotiator, but also a legal expert? Let's get into it. So, when you're dealing with a huge property transaction, you're usually stuck with this big question, right? Do I need an attorney or do I need a broker? But what if you didn't actually have to choose? That's really the core question we're tackling in this explainer. So, to really understand this, we're going to look at the work of Alisha Melvin. She's an attorney who's also a licensed real estate broker. She's basically living in two different but connected worlds, wearing two very different hats to help her clients in a way most people can't. And this quote from her just says it all. Most days, my world is split between the courthouse and the closing table. I mean, that perfectly sums up her daily hustle. One minute, she's deep in the legal weeds at the courthouse, and the next, she's at the closing table making sure a deal goes through. So let's break down what each of those roles really means. Okay, first up, let's talk about the attorney hat. This side of her work is all about one thing: legal protection. It's about defending your most valuable assets, period. So what's a real estate attorney? Well, think of them as your legal advocate. Their job is to protect your property rights and interests, especially when things get messy or complicated during a transaction or a dispute. They're your legal shield. And when you dig into the specifics, you see just how crucial this is. We're talking about things like probate in estates, untangling really complicated title issues, handling partition suits, and this one's huge, protecting people's inheritance from being lost. This is literally the legal defense for your family's legacy. Okay, so that's the attorney lane. Now let's switch gears and look at the other side of the coin, the broker's lane. This is a totally different hat, but it's just as important. This is all about getting the deal done. And what's a real estate broker? Simply put, they're the licensed pro who makes the transaction happen. Their whole focus is on representing buyers or sellers and guiding that deal all the way to a successful closing. So in practice, what does that look like? Well, it's everything from pricing and listing the property just right to jumping into negotiations to get the best possible terms. And ultimately, it's about closing that deal, whether it's for a family buying their first home, a church, or a commercial client. It's the whole shebang. Okay, now this part is absolutely crucial, and this is where it gets really interesting. These two roles, they are always kept separate. Let me say that again. They are kept separate. Just because she's your attorney doesn't mean she's your broker, or the other way around. Each role has its own separate agreement, its own distinct duties, and its own fee structure. This isn't just a suggestion, it's a hard ethical line. And this is the reason why. It all comes down to her number one rule. My first rule is simple: do no harm to my client. See, that separation isn't about paperwork, it's about ethics. By keeping those two worlds completely distinct, it guarantees there are no conflicts of interest. The client's well-being is always, always the top priority. No question. So having this dual expertise, it leads to a really different way of thinking. A philosophy, really, that's all about substance over style. And, it's a pretty stark contrast to what we see a lot in the real estate world today. And this comparison here just lays it all out, crystal clear. On one side, you've got what we can call the legacy protector. Their focus, client privacy. Their goal, building your long-term equity. Their method, strategy, and discretion. Then you've got the social seller. Their focus is all about their public profile. The goal is to get those just sold posts up, and the method, well, it's all about getting on that explore page. And this line right here just perfectly wraps it all up. I'm here to protect your deed, your equity, and your legacy, and not your explore page. I mean, wow. It's not about likes or follows. It's about the real, tangible things that matter. Your deed, your money, your family's future. So, you might be thinking, well, I don't see a ton of just sold posts. And that's exactly the point. It's not because big deals aren't happening. It's because the work is being done with a deep respect for client privacy. A lot of the biggest, most high-profile transactions, they never, ever show up on social media. They happen quietly, behind the scenes. Okay, so let's bring this all home. What does this whole two hats, substance over style thing actually mean for you? What's the bottom line here? When it all comes down to it, here's what you get. First, you get real strategy, one that's built on both deep market knowledge and solid legal expertise. Second, you get protection, because you're working with someone whose first rule is to do no harm. And finally, you get straight talk. No fluff, no hype. Just clear, honest advice about your real estate and the law. And all this leaves us with one final, really important question that you should ask yourself. In a world that is just full of flashy marketing and personal brands, it's worth stopping and thinking about what actually matters when it comes to your biggest assets. So, are you prioritizing a professional's brand, or are you prioritizing your legacy? Because the answer to that question could really define the future of everything you're trying to build. All right, today we're diving into something pretty unique in the real estate